This video is about how to use controller. It is a performance script. It contains do a code and then click calculate. Click calculate. Let's start the controller application. And we select the script. Open. The script in scenario will display here, and keep the other options as default. Select scenario type, manual scenario. Click OK, and controller will load the script, and the script display here. Let's turn to here, run, and the script is here. Okay, turn back to design. I will do some setting. Select this script and click Runtime Settings. And the Runtime Settings pops up. Iteration count, number of iterations. Then it means how many times the script will be executed. Here you can set as any number, for example 100. And passing is about the waiting time between two execution. The first option, as soon as the previous iteration ends, it means there is no sync time or wait time between two execution. If the first round of execution finished, and then it will start the second round of execution as soon as possible. And the second, after the previous, it is about setting a fixed wait time, and the third time, and the third option, it usually we use it to set a random wait time. And the log. In the log, usually we use the first option. We only send messages only when an error occurs, and then log message. We use extended log, and we need to check the data returned by server. So we tick this one. And sync time. Sync time, there are three options. the first one as record. It means the sync time in the controller. It will same as the script. For example, here it set the sync time as 2 seconds. So in controller, if you select this one, then the execution will wait 2 seconds. So also you can select sync time. You can set the sync time by manual, for example, 10 seconds. Also, you can make it as a random sync time for from 50% to 150%. Usually, we suggest you to select a random percentage of record sync time. And here as default. This one also as default. And the proxy, you need to make sure that it is selected as no proxy. Preference, you see set as default. OK. And here, global schedule. The first one, initialize. You can initialize all the users simultaneously, and also you can initialize every 15 seconds to initialize one users, and you can set it as anyone. Also, you can select initialize each user just before it runs. So, how many which option should we select? It depends on your business scenario. If you have you have a lot of user to run the script, then you can select this one. Initialize some of the users by sometimes. And here, this is the setting of start the users. You can start all the users simultaneously. Also, you can start the users by a fixed times. And duration, it is how long the execution will go on. If you select run until completion, then and here, if it will, for example, if you set as 100 iterations and you select this one, so it will run for 100 iterations and then it ends. So also you can also set as run for sometimes. For example, you can set as run for 2 hours. And then the execution will go on for 2 hours. The last one is stop the users. Also, you can stop all the users at the same time. Also, you can stop the users by a random time. Let's go on for the result setting. Here, result settings. By default, the log will saved on the default folder, and our suggestion is that you save your log by a special folder, so you can select another folder. Here there is a folder name HP log. Click OK. Let's new a folder name LR log, and here we select the folder LR log. Okay, and you pay attention that you need to check this one. It means the log will be right on each execution. If you don't tick this one, so the log will be rewrite after each execution. So so please tick this one. Click OK. So let's run it, and we run it only for one time. Okay, and then to run tab, click Start Scenario. So the execution is finished, and it takes for 1 minute 2 seconds for the execution, and all the 3 steps are passed, and you can see the average response time for each step. The first step is 0.3 seconds, and the second step is 0 point is 0 down is they are all minor than they are all smaller than 1 second. Here click after the execution finished, you can click monitors export online graph to HTML. And it will generate a report. And the report is like this. So the running V users. This is number of V users. There is 1 V user, and this is the execute time. And the response time. Here is the response time, and the past transaction per second. The total transaction per second passed. So let's check the log. Here, this is the log, and you can click here or this to start the analysis. So the analysis, it will generate the report of the execution. This is the summary information and the execution period and the case, the step, the case, and the average time, and the pass number, fail number. Also, you can see the graph of each. This is the running V user, and this is his per second, and this is throughput, transaction summary, and average transaction response time. Also, you can export this summary to an Excel. For example, export summary to Excel. See. So this is the summary information. You can edit the setting of the graph. Right-click, select Display Options, and for example, this is time of relevant time. If you want to see the exact execution time, then you can select absolute time and close. So here it displays the exact time of the execution. There are so many options. You can run it one by one. So this is the report. You can get the report by analysis. You can find out the result in the LR log, and then click this one, the load runner result. Then it will open the analysis. And second, you can also select monitors and then export online graphics to HTML. So is the report. It will generate report here, report 1, and you can click this HTML to open the report. Just now, we run the execution by one vUsers. So if we want to add more vUsers, how can we do it? We can select this one and click vUsers. So we can click add vUsers. So we can add, for example, add 9 vUsers. Click OK. Then there are 9 vUsers be added. So close it. Here quantity it shows 10 vUsers. Also, if we need to minus vUsers, we can also select there in here we cannot. There is no button to delete the users. So if we want to run as 5 users, how can? So we can click here and set as 5 users. Click apply. Okay, and then it changes to 5 users. So we set it as for 5 seconds start 1 user. Start 1 user for 5 seconds, and then it changes to here and run completion. Click run again. So the 5 users have finished the execution. They are all passed. And for each user, they run for 1 time because we set as 1 iteration. Here we set as 1 iteration, and there are 5 users. So each user will run only 1 time. So the total pass is 15, and you can see the users is adding by 5 seconds. If there is some update on the script, for example, we added some new script here, and then you need to pay attention to update the script. Select it, click details, and click refresh script. You have successfully refreshed the script. Click OK. Then you can run it again.